In this video, we're going to go over interest and taxes. Okay, so the interest one is, like we're just assuming simple interest here, which is the only thing you're going to be tested on. Okay, so for an example, say you have 5,000 at 10%, and we'll say for 2 months. Okay, now they want to know is at the end of the 2 months, what do you have? Okay, so here's usually what people do when they get it wrong is exactly what I'm about to do. So you go 5,000 times 0.10 or 0.1 equals 500. Okay, so there's month one, right? 500. Okay, and then they say, okay, you wanted to know for 2 months, right? And they say, okay, well, I'll make $500 a month in interest, which is pretty good. So 500 twice is 1,000. I started with 5,000. I end up with 6,000. Okay, and so that's wrong, and that will definitely be an answer choice. So at a minimum, at least eliminate that answer choice. So here's why that's wrong, is because you're not going to make 500 in the second month, right? So you had 5,000 times 0.1 got you to 500. Okay, so now at the start of month 2, I have 5,500. Yeah, times, again, that interest, 0.10. Isn't interest a great thing? And that number is 550, right? So I made a different number the second month. So because of that, I'm going to end up with a different total, right? So now I started with 5,000, and 500 plus 550 is 1050, right? And so then you have 5,000 plus the 1050 equals 6,050, right? And that's really your total, right? So that's your new total. Or if they want to know how much money did you make in interest, then it's 1,050. So that's how you go about doing it. And usually it'll be something like 2 months or 2 pay periods or whatever. But that's how you go about solving simple interest problems, is making sure to have a new total when you start month 2, and then you're good to go. All right. And then we also have like basic tax questions. And that's just knowing to multiply them together, really. But we'll do an example here real quick. The simple interest is the one that trips people up more often. But like a tax question, so we'll say, all right, I made 50,000, and we'll say I paid 25% in taxes. Okay, and so once I paid taxes, how much was left? Right, the question will be something like that. And all we got to do is the 50,000 times 0.25, right? 0.25 is the same as 25%. Okay, and that number is 12,500. And just remembering, so that number, the 12,500, represents what I owed in taxes, right? That's not how much I made or how much I had left, right? So if I paid 12,500 in taxes, and the question is how much did I have left, then we'll just take the 50,000 minus what we paid in taxes, the 12,500, and then we would be left with 37,500.